Welcome to this week's One Gotta Go, where we choose 4 topics and debate which one gotta go. What was our poll results from last week? We did soap opera power couples.
Luke and Laura with the most, 42, with 42%. Yeah.
52.
Sorry, 52.
I read this in reverse because I was certain we're not going anywhere. Okay.
Yes. Yep. I have a bone to pick with that. Whenever I saw the results, me and Chris, I had a bone to pick with that. Luke and Laura were the couple that made the term super couple. 38 million people watched their wedding. All these other couples was based off of what they had back then. If you was one of the people that voted off Luke and Laura, I question your soap opera knowledge to the T.
I'm shocked.
Yes. And we can debate that.
That's hate.
We can debate that. Get in touch with the podcast. Tell them you want to debate me, and I will debate you.
That's what we need. We need
a soap opera debate.
We need a soap opera street edition where we just go around and Donald debating older women in their 60s about soap opera knowledge.
Exactly. All right. This week, Jason.
I was gonna say, what do we have for this week? I already know who came up with it. So I cheated. I stole this offline and was like, we have to talk about this one.
Where's Chris? That's why Chris didn't want to come on this week.
That's exactly it. I seen this and like this one would be tough. So we're going rap groups, Rough Riders, State Property, Dipset, or G Unit.
Man,
which one gotta go?
Now, Rough Riders, do you consider them to be a rap group?
I do.
Like, they're not like Wu-Tang.
No, I mean, well,
like group, what's the criteria? I think group may be misleading here as far as rap.
Well, I didn't want to call it a faction because that's a wrestling term. Everybody don't know. So
I think that's what they are.
They're all rap factions. That's what these all are. I mean, these aren't groups to me.
I mean, Diplomat. You got Cam. You got Jim Jones. You got Jewels. G Unit, obviously 50.
Young Buck.
Lloyd Banks.
State Property.
You had Freeway, Beans, Petey Crack, Gunna. Rough Riders, you had Eve, The Locks, DMX,
Dragon, Swiss Beat.
Now that's like Rough Rider the label. That's what I mean? Like, yeah. That's the label, Rough Rider. Like that's the only. This
is tough because
asterisk, but like I'm looking at Rough Riders. I know they put out the Rough Rider
Volume 1
Volume 1 in that, but like you still had. I mean, you had features on there. You had Juvenile, you had Nas, and others. So
Jay-Z
like,
and all of them.
There were other people involved in that, but. I mean, if you're going at Rough Riders entity-wise, like you are these other ones, I would, DMX, Drag On, The Locks, and Eve. Well, I would probably throw in there.
I mean, we're not going like NWO Red. We're not.
All right, for me, G Unit staying. Not getting rid of G Unit. Rough Riders will stay for DMX and The Locks alone. And you add on Drag On, who I think is underrated. Didn't have, quote unquote, the longevity of others, but he's been putting music out forever. And Eve was arguably, the woman of her time when it came to rapping, a la, Nicki, Meg, Cardi. She was before that. To me, it comes down between State Property and Diplomats. Beanie gets a lot of respect in my book. Diplomats as a whole, I think, was better. Recency bias may not shed the brightest of lights on Diplomats just because of the versus battle with the Lux and how they got destroyed up on stage in New York.
By who? Not a group. Not a faction.
How long you know the words to your own song?
It's the Locks.
Yeah, just Jada's freestyle alone.
You didn't get the whole Rough Rider. You just got the Locks, and
You got the Locks.
I'm
I'm gonna get rid of State Property. I'm gonna get rid of State Property. I like Beanie, Beanie's album by himself, but out of the 4 listed here, I'll go State Property.
For me, Steve, I'm going with you. State Property got to go because I see this as a group. I don't see it as individuals. And whenever they're on a song together and all that stuff, State Property doesn't do it for me. I see State Property as individuals. They got some good stuff. Free Beans. As a group, no.
Rough Riders staying. They're top on this list. I'll keep this Dipset. State Property is staying just because of what we do alone, or what we do is just the best song out of all this. I don't care what I feel the most gangster I ever felt when I'm listening to what we do. So that's alone. State Property. They're just keeping them on the list. G Unit got to go. I didn't care about anybody on that group.
G Unit, arguably, I mean, you can say G Unit is the most complete group out of this list.
Complete. But
we don't have time for this.
You got 50. That's about it.
Whoa, don't put slander on Banks' name like that. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lloyd is
And Young Buck's album wasn't bad at all. Young Buck.
He was known for this. This is it.
So Banks is arguably better than anybody in Dipset. Maybe Cam.
I'd say that, but I wouldn't put
Banks.
Property. No.
Young Buck Stomp is one of the roughest songs out there.
Yeah. And then you factor in Game in the G Unit.
That's when you come. That's when you come in NWO Red. That's when you added Virgil to the NWO. That's
whoa.
That's when he might. To me, I think he's better than Lloyd Banks, but I think he came after.
All right, we'll see. Throw it out there to the fans.
We will.
Who you got to go?